So hello everyone, in this video you're gonna see how to create a unique list depending on data that I already have. So in this table here I have the movies with the title, the type, the release year, the runtime, the genres, an IDP score and an IDP vote. What I want is to create a unique list from genres list I have already here. You're gonna see that there is some duplicate value in different titles. So the comedy, for example, it's here, and for this title here, and I have another comedy here, and I have another one for another title. So how can I do this? So the first method is very easy. You have just to select my the whole column or just the data in the column. So I can click the first one and then Control Shift and the down arrow. So Control Backspace to go back where I was. So to go to let's say to go to an edge here, okay, I will have the 4 arrows like this and click right and drag. So I'm gonna drag it to G here, and what I'm gonna do is copy here. When I release the right click, I will have this menu here and copy here. So I have this, and then I'm gonna go to data tab, and to data 12 I will see this icon here is remove duplicate, and I will click on OK, and I have my unique list. So I can go to the sort and filter in the data tab, sort and filter, and I'm gonna sort it in ascending way. So I have my list here. So this is the first method, and this method here is not dynamic. So if I add any new genres here, it doesn't exist in the list will not update. So the second method now. The second method is to go to the table here and in filter. So I'm gonna go to data. I'm still in data tab. I'm gonna go to sort and filter and advanced here. So the advanced I'm gonna do is to just copy to another location. So I'm gonna delete this, and what I need now is to select my range. So I'm click on the first one, genres here, and then Control Shift down arrow. So I selected everything and Control Backspace to go back where I was. So I see the dots here that are moving, so it's all selected. So I have no criteria, and copy to, I will go to G here, and I'm gonna check this unique records only. So when I click on OK, I will have my table here, my genres unique list, and I'm gonna select them and then sort them in ascending way. So this is the second one. So the third one consists of using a new formulas or a new functions in Excel 365. I'm using 365 here, and it exists in the new version 2020, 2021, and 2022. So what are this function is the unique function. Like I say, for this method here, we're gonna use a formula that exists in the new versions. So this formula is called unique formula. So for me here, I'm gonna just drag this one here. So click right, drag, and then okay, what? So click right, drag, and copy here. So I'm gonna use unique formula. So this formula here is an array formula. So it's called unique, and all I have to do is to specify the array. So it's documentation this, and let's go here, and then Control Backspace and close the bracket, and I have my list here. So to sort this list, we're gonna use another formula called sort. It's by default, it's setting to be ascending order. So sort, okay, this list, this is it. and then just close the bracket, and I will have my list sorted. So in here, to have the list dynamic, so we can have it dynamic because why? Because it's a formula that will change as I change the things here. So for example, let's just go to this. I need to make it a table. Okay, so to make a range of data table, you need just to have no hole. You don't need to have a blank lines in all your data. So to do this, I don't have anything, so just click anywhere in your data and go to insert and then table. Check the table, it has a headers. Okay, and then in table design you go just and choose lights to have the same format you already have. So in here now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna delete this, and in the table here, when I will have this black arrow, I'm gonna just select it and click enter. So I have the same thing, but in here we change it. We have table for genres. Okay, so it depends. So let's just change this documentation to A, for example, and we're gonna have it here. Okay, so this is my A, and documentation it's added automatic. So let's undo this, and this is a way to have a dynamic unique list that changes when something changes here or a new genre is added in here. So now the last method is consists a little bit of using the pivot table. So like I do in the previous one, so I click it anywhere in my table. The condition is that it doesn't have any break line, so I don't need a row that is blank, so we know that. So I'll click everywhere and go insert. So now I'm gonna use a shortcut, so it's Control T or Control L, it depends on your Excel. So for me it's Control T, and I have this, so create the table. I'm gonna go to table style, like to choose this, we have the previous one. So from the table design, I'm gonna just click here and summarize with PivotTable. So I will use the existing worksheet and I'm gonna choose somewhere here, just here, and OK. So for me, I want the genres to be unique as a list of rows. So I'm gonna just click on genres here and drag it to rows. So I go right, I will have my data here that are summarized and sorted by default. So if I add something new, all I need to do is to go to this, okay, and in pivot analyze and refresh. So my A is added here. So this is for creating a unique list using for